Hey y'all, welcome to another video from WreckingNow.com. I've been doing some work on my truck that prevented me from getting a video out, but I wanted to respond to some questions I had about storing tackle on my surf cart. So I recently switched to these two-tiered 3700 UV protected tackle boxes. And this allows me to use one box for my plugs and jigs like you see here. And then I use this separate box for all my terminal tackle. It's a bit empty right now, but I'm gearing up for an upcoming trip. So the top is where I keep the beads and swivels and hooks. And then I keep my pre-rigged setups and my weights in the bottom. But I needed a way to store this on the cart, and y'all had been asking how I might do that, so I went ahead and came up with a way. So what I do is I cut a 2-foot length of 1/4-inch shock cord. And with that cut, I'll just singe the ends with a butane torch so they don't unravel. And this rigging builds off of the previous work I did on my cart, but you could easily add it to any cart. So just look back at the previous video to understand the pre-existing rigging if you don't have it. But I'll secure one end of it to the bottom rod holder closest to the wheel. I just use 2 overhand knots, and then you'll want to stretch it and pull it really tight so it doesn't unravel. So with that secured, you'll use the existing rigging and you're going to push back towards the wheel. And this will allow us to kind of cross up the shock cord like you see here. I'm going to place it over the tops of the rod holders eventually, but to get some slack, you can remove it off the tops of the rod holders before you secure it, like this. And then I'm going to tie a knot the same way, 2 overhand knots, attaching it to the front rod holder. So again, this makes an X pattern that you'll be able to push the boxes underneath. I actually switched the arrangement, so here I'm going over top. I decided to go under, and it makes it a little bit easier to push the box in. So all you have to do is lift the box up and slide it in between the shock cord. Make sure it doesn't rub on that back wheel, but it's secured in place, and you can actually do this on both sides, so I can carry both boxes, and they're not going anywhere. So I hope that helps y'all if you're adding some tackle storage to your cart.